All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, today's the day that I'm finally going to take some time to get on my mom's Honda CR-V. 2009, and as you can see, we've got some fender damage, headlight busted up here, bunch of trim that needs to be replaced. What happened was she got hit by a deer. You heard me correctly. I didn't say that she hit the deer. The deer hit her. Um, that's how slow she was driving that night. Anyways, it come out of nowheres, hit the side of the fender, rotated around and saved the driver's door, and then hit, we presume, the hind end on the back door and quarter panel. It's got some dents in it, but it's not as bad. We will work through those at some point in time. But today, the big challenge or goal, and I probably said it right the first time, challenge, because this is why we call it Busted Nuts Garage, because nothing goes the way we plan. The goal is to replace the fender, and the bumper seems to be in good shape. It's just more of the trim, the inner lining, the headlights busted. There is a bit of a couple dents on the hood. I don't even know if I'll try to attempt that today. The biggest thing is to get this fender replaced. I've got one on the Pontiac that you guys have seen in a previous video, which is right here. We got this ordered in, and then a friend of mine that's right down the street here that works for a body shop offered to paint it for us. So it should. We already matched the paint before, so it's real close. I mean, it's real close. So anyways, that's the goal for today. We've got the trim pieces, we've got the push pins, we've got the headlights, which the other one is in pretty bad shape anyways, faded, so let's replace them both. Why not? They come in a set. And I'm wearing high vis today. That way, you know, in the Florida heat, if I either pass out or I spontaneously combust, it'll be easy for fire EMS to find me and rescue me. So anyways, yeah, this is going to be fun. We'll bring you guys along with us. Everyone's nickel knowledge, just want to let you know that the bolt size for the fender is 10 millimeters so far. I took the windshield wipers off to pop this cowling. That's a 17 millimeter, and of course I marked them so when I put them back into place, they're in the right angle. Afforded me taking the cowling off to get that top screw up in here. Bolt, not screw. So what I'm doing now is I'm stopping. I've just broke these bolts loose. One here behind the fender cowl, between the door and the fender, and then one at the bottom. So at this point what I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking the trim apart, because we want to get all that loose and apart down and disconnected down on the bottom first, obviously, and then we'll take those last three out and get the fender off. The zip ties that are holding this together, just so it wasn't hanging off. We have a couple screws and a few push pins, so it shouldn't take too long to get this out. saw that I did that in a certain pattern. There's a special way to take these screws off to unlock this fender lining. Nope, just did it that way. Supposed to lift out and then release it, but we didn't want to do that. So a couple of these, see here, this is one piece, but it's attached. So we do have to take that off as well. And there's 2 more screws here. And I believe it's ready to come out, minus pulling the trim. Although I don't think any of the trim with the zip ties are holding it in. I'm sure I'm missing one more that I haven't seen, but we'll see. These 2 little screws down here seem to be T15s. Although it wants to slip a little bit, but I tried the next size up and it doesn't want to fit in there. So let's try it. Oh, they're just slipping inside. Oh, they're turning. Never mind. Yep, it's trying the other side. Let's see about this one. Alright, I think it's time to clip these zip ties and get this trim taken off. Where are we lacking? All the junk. Where am I lacking? There's a screw. Let's see. Yep. Oh yeah, probably missed a few. Alright, so what's happening is these are 2 little plastic wing nuts. I just saw them spinning. And so when you turn the screw, the little security screw, it's spinning those with it. So I just need to get a pair of pliers there to hold them and then allow them to stay stationary, and I should be able to back them out. There's an 11mm bolt here I'm going to take loose. I think it's holding this piece on. So if I can get that loose, then the inner fender will come out, and then I got to figure out how to get this little flap off of there. And for all I know, it could be built in on the other fender. I'm not sure. Fender liner, but I doubt it on the new one. Alright, this is what I was trying to mess with. And these are just spinning. They're metal, but every time I turn the screws, it spins these, but then when I hold these, I can't turn the screws. So now that it's out of the car, maybe I can get a better grip on this with a good set of pliers, maybe some channel locks, and we can get these to come out. Let me go check that other fender lining, make sure I'm not just fighting this for no reason. Okay, new fender lining. Sure enough, it's on there. This is stapled. So, am I messing with these? Nope. Well, I haven't ran into any raccoons or possums yet, but the day is still young. Well, unfortunately, it's getting ready to rain on us. Some showers moving in from the Gulf, so I think it's a good excuse to kind of stop, get something to eat real quick, early lunch, and then we can get back on it when it's done. Unfortunately, early rain showers here continue to roll through. What's funny is that originally the forecast was 60% chance of rain today. That was a few days ago. As we've gotten closer, the rain chances have lowered to 30 and to 20 tomorrow. So yesterday, we had a much higher rain chance, barely saw anything. There was a lot of overcast, there was some storm cloud, but nothing here at all. all the way to Venice when we went down there. So today is lower rain chances, and of course we got more rain happening today than we have in the last 2 days. So typical Florida weather. So I don't mind working in a drizzle, but it's been thundering and lightning off in the distance. I don't care for that, so we'll give it some time to move through. It's moving to the northeast and off the Gulf and across the state. Says in another hour here it'll be clearing up, so we'll just chilling. Hey, a slow day in the garage is better than any kind of day, even a good day at work. Alright, so it's finally calmed down enough that I'm going to get back onto the Honda. I am still trying to get to where we could take that fender off, but we also know that this headlight is hiding one of those fender bolts. So at this moment, I think I'm going to go ahead and tackle removing that front bumper. I got 2 new headlights, and regardless of what I was doing here, I would have to remove this bumper, include that piece, in order to get to the 2 bolts and the push pins that are holding the housings in place. I have to transfer those brackets over to the new set, so I'm going to kind of focus on doing that now. And once I get the fender off and expose at least this headlight, and get that out of the way, then I will revert back to the fender. On further inspection, I don't think this has any relevance to the bumper. This is free. I think I'll just pop it loose if that's a problem, but it's up into here on the fender. I just realized that I wasn't recording, so anyways, I'll take that last push pin out, and here was an 10 millimeter bolt, and she should now be ready to come out. Hey, fancy meeting you under here. For whatever reason, this one push pin that just will not, the center piece will not drop out of it. I can't get a screwdriver in there, so I'm going to try to get another more thin straight edge so I can push that through. So you have a 10 millimeter bolt here and a push pin here that will loosen the bottom bracket. Top bracket has a 10 millimeter bolt there, and there's a bolt back here. So this little cover just needs to come off, just like we did earlier to get to the top bolts of the fender. And I believe that is it. And then these will slide right out. Yeah, you know, I've been working on this now for the last 2 or 3 hours, and I've just been pondering a question in my mind. I wonder how many of you are also pondering the same question. What do you think Derek Bierry's doing this afternoon? Yeah, I don't know either, but anyways, he's probably doing something very similar to what we're doing. This thing's got more leaves and dirt than the Ocala National Forest. I ain't lying. Well, like I was saying earlier, there was no structural damage here. Nothing on the frame. It was just mostly cosmetic, which is what was really good about it. I'll take that all day long. Taped it up so I would have a fighting chance of protecting the edges I'll be working with. Alright, what I need to show you here is not only do you have to worry about making sure this is in the right spot. I don't have this attached here. I just got 2 bolts up here just to hold the fender so it doesn't drop. But what you need to make sure is when you are lining it up down here, there is a tab right where this screw hole goes, but right above that, there's a tab that fender needs to fit into. Regardless of how it lines up here or here. It's off a little bit here, but we'll worry about that here in a minute. We'll size that up. Probably get this bolt in here first. Now, even though the other holes really don't line up, this one up at the top, this one actually does. Now I'm only hand tightening stuff for right now, because what I want to do eventually is pull this tape off, and we want to align this fender and make sure it looks good, especially our gaps for the hood. And of course the gaps for the hood as well. We want to make sure we don't crash the hood into it. Feels like our phone might be forward too far. Yes, it is. What's happened is the foam, I have to get an extension, has fallen forward. That's probably what's holding the fender. I think you'll see it should be fit right up between here, and it's not. Alright, I'm going to use a very long extension. Probably won't be able to tell, but I'm going to reach through the front, see if I can push the foam through. And I accomplished my goal. It's right where it belongs. Now you can see it's flush into here. I'm gonna try. Yep, I can't move it any further, so that's where it belongs. All right. Once we lock this fender down, it should then be fit snug in there. Yep, that lines up way better than it did before. All right, let's see if we can get this to lock into place. I'm going to finish putting in the bolts on the bottom and the front. I think the first thing we want to do is we want to check the gap on the hood. And when I say gap, I just want to make sure the hood closes without causing any contact. hard to tell is the door. This is, of course, going to be the telltale sign. Now I got a ton of tape in it. I think I'm going to go ahead and take most of it. That does look like it'll be fine. Yep. Perfect. Cool. Alright, I got this popped back out. Got that extra tape. That was ended up behind there. It come off easy the first time. I'll try to take it back off and get more. Come off that easily. Alright. I think it's time now to transfer the stuff over from the headlights, although I JB welded the bottom headlight bracket for the driver's side. It was broken in the crash, and no, I did not get that piece. I got all the other trim pieces, connector pieces that fit between the bumper and the fender trim, but I didn't factor in that that bottom bracket. I didn't realize it was broken until today, so just something we couldn't see on the car without tearing it apart. So that's curing. I can't put the driver's side headlight in yet, but I can certainly put the passenger in, and then I want to secure the foam to the front bumper. I'll probably just electrical tape it so it'll stay in when we go to put the bumper back in. Yeah. These aftermarkets don't fit real well. Matter of fact, Carl Poshner was in, and I was just talking about this yesterday on his Honda Civic. They were sticking out just like this. I kind of took care of it up in the front, but as I work my way back here, it's getting worse. So, I believe I'm going to put my 10 cents to work here, and I'll trim some of this before I get too far. Now, yep, that's much better. So then when the trim piece goes on, it should cover all that up. right here. So the old one, inner lining, had a little piece that come out and attach to that here. But maybe I'm overthinking this. It doesn't want to do that. So it had a slit, and I thought, okay, because this is flimsy, why not? We would fit that in that slit, and then it would be up here, and I could push a push pin in. Problem is, it's not working. It's too flimsy. I tried to get it from underneath. It's not happy about that either. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to handle it. Now, there is a front push pin hole up here that'll go with the bumper and the bottom piece here in a minute. And maybe once I get that in place like this, but I was kind of hoping I could get behind here and do something with it. It's not. All right, I think before I put the final fender trim on, I'm going to finish up the bumper underneath, get the push pins into that. All right, I don't know why this thing keeps not recording. But anyways, these, trying to get these stuff getting on the camera, but all these push pins, these two middle ones are going into a metal frame. This one is not, it's just into itself, so it takes a little bit larger one. I was struggling trying to get this bolt into metal clip, and you got to get 3 pieces, inner lining, this piece under the radiator housing, and the bumper lined up, and you would think you've got plenty of room, because when you take the bumper out and you put it in that clip, you got thread for miles. Try to smash these two together, you have to be exactly dead on, or else that's not going to bite. And my guess is one of the plastic pieces are getting in the way of the threads and it won't go through. Anyways, we got that up there. I was saying that I'm probably going to try to tie this up. I think there's a piece that's supposed to be here, but I could be wrong, but there is no place for this to see over there. I think there's one of those missing here. Anyways, I'll deal with that in a minute. Alright, so I've had to end up taking this bumper, unclip it again, trying to get that taken care of underneath. Anyway, so now it's time to try to get this plastic trim it. So anyways, I got 2. I got a set when I got these. You could buy them, couldn't buy them by themselves. I got a left and right hand driver, passenger, and so this basically goes in like this. Alright, turn you around here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So this is a piece that'll go in here. There is a clip on the old piece that has to fit on this. It'll take the threaded screw. Now, this has clips. Unfortunately, in the accident, I just realized that on the bumper, they were broken here. So, and this has a clip down on the bottom. For whatever reason, it's very flimsy, but I think it's made that way. Push up in to place and hold. So it's actually staying in. And then we will push pin in here and through. But like all the other stuff, does it line up? Nope. Get there. So, trim a little bit more off. It's so flimsy, it's moving, and I think it's pushed up this way. Let's see if I'm ready. Back out. Yeah, see. bending it. That doesn't surprise you, it doesn't line up, does it? Yeah, as soon as I move it, it pushes it back. So everything seems to have an opposite effect. No matter what I do here, I am in trouble. With clips. Thank God. I don't know why, but my phone just continues to stop recording about every 2 minutes. I'm not sure what's going on. It's 3/4 charge. Not even using my microphones right now because I learned my lesson the last time when I'm working. If I'm doing just normal talking and commentating with car shows and on road trips, I'll use the microphones. When I'm doing this and it's taking me most of the day, I'm gonna forego them. So anyways, got it popped back on. Now I've got my push pin points outside where I want them. Now I'll try to put them back in, and then this piece will be done. I should now be able to, I believe, put the wheels back on and put this down. I want to detail the car for Mom. There's a couple things I want to correct. I'm not going to worry about the rest of the flaws from the deer accident, but there's a couple things I want to do. I want to paint that front grille nice for her to get rid of that bug look. I wanted to try to work on this bumper. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything from the bug juice, but anyways, get this wheel on. This car should be pretty much done. Oh, I still got to put my cowling stuff on, that's right. Anyways, we're almost done. We'll see the transformation here soon, before and after shots. Alright everyone, so we've got the car back down on its wheels. We didn't get a chance to do anything about that front grille, but I think the side turned out great. And it's almost a perfect match as far as color. Look at that. Compared to the other car, part of the car. Yeah, that really looks nice. There's still some work to be done, of course, a little fitting. For some reason, I can't get that clip at the top there very well. It seems to be out a little bit. Headlights are aftermarket, they're not Honda, so they sit a little different. But all in all, pretty happy with them, and I think Mom is real happy with the way the new headlights look. So other ones were pretty nappy and broken, of course, but very faded. And this will probably end up getting replaced because I don't think we can fix that crumple around the crash bar. I'll try to work that out at a later time. But hey, it's not crumpled up now. It's not a hot mess like it was before. So, all right, everyone, this is my mom, Sylvia. Hello. She is 83 in various price. So what do you think about your car now that we replaced that hot mess fender?
It looks really good.
It's not perfect, but it definitely looks way better than what it did, I think. So anyways, everyone, we thank you for watching and joining and supporting our channel. Thank you for joining us today while we go through this venture of fixing up Mom's car after the mild accident with the deer. And anyways, you guys have a blessed day, and we'll see you on the streets.